Hey gang, what's good? Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Here we are, outside of the old big dog head. The big old dog. And you know what? I was, getting excited to head to Northwheel, but man, I almost completely forgot that... Oh, geez. Here we go, yeah. Old Lord Bjorn Wygar, a cruel ruler from the north, has come down to our humble little abode, and he has come banging on our door, seeking an audience with us, with me, the Watcher, and he wants, I don't know what the hell he wants. He wants something, maybe some sort of, let's see, does it say here? Does it actually say what he wants? Oh, concerning a local rebellion. Oh, but he's also a cruel guy, so there's gonna be some trouble. Maybe it's not everything is as it appears. But yeah, we're heading back to old Caed Nua. We'll get back to, the Northwheel action, sure enough. But for now, we have business to attend to at Caed Nua. Normally, we don't come back to Caed Nua for stuff like this, but this seems a little special. I don't know. Usually it's like, oh, auto-resolve, or oh, send Kana off to go find some missing child's lollipop, and use that ancient lollipop from the Ingwithans to summon the child back into the fountain of grand times. And oh man, Kana, he's having a good one. He brought them all back. Oh my goodness, and the village people, yeah, they're all there, YMCA and everything. They're all happy and pleased, and they're like, you know what, Kana, you did a great thing here today.
Last thing the Deerwood needs is another foreign
Just say the word.
What is he talking about? What? I wonder what that's about specifically. I mean, there's quite a few things it could apply to. But man, old Kana, he got rewarded with the lollipop itself from the village people. They said, you know what, Kana, you did such a good job. You did a good thing here today. We're going to let you keep this kid's lollipop. The kid's going to be sad and crying and everything, but you know what? Take this ancient lollipop, and it's going to give you, like, 2 intelligence when you put it in your mouth. My God. And you know what? We took it, and we haven't done anything with it. It's just sitting in our stash, just like all the other fantastic treasures we have accumulated.
Say the word.
We can't display them anywhere. We can't do really anything. Is this him? Is this the guy, the cruel ruler? He doesn't look that regal as I would expect of... Yeah, look, it's him. He just looks like a regular guy. All right, Lord Bjorn Wygar? Wyjar?
I've heard a lot about you, Lord Lyle. You seem like a man who knows how to get results. I have a matter I'd like to discuss with you, if you'll hear me out.
Oh, do we have to sit? Oh, this is different. The steward is talking to us. Man, it's been a while since we talked to her. How does she sound? She has like a very calm, relaxed voice. I would urge caution, my lord. Lord Bjorn Wygar has gained a reputation as a man of brutal temperament. Some would call him cruel. You hear the steward's soft-spoken words within your head. Very well, let's hear it. You call your allies together and motion for the petitioner to step forward. Ah, yeah, okay, so this is one of those things that we have... Yeah, we've done something like this before. Look, I'm wearing my stupid hat. Look, my pig. Or maybe this is his pig. Does he have a pig?
As the ruler of Caed Nua, I'm sure you've seen your share of troublemakers. People determined to tear you down so you can share in their misery. I've had a few incidents on my land. Rebel-rousing peasants, you see. Shameful as it is, they've gotten somewhat out of hand, refusing to work, threatening my guards, spouting this nonsense about unfair treatment. It's not as if I don't pay them. In any case, I fear they won't back down. The situation will only get worse if I don't put an end to it.
He sounds almost like a younger Durrance, doesn't he?
Things may get a little messy. I thought it best to consult you on the matter first.
What exactly have these peasants been saying? My steward informed me you have quite the nasty reputation, that you're cruel and merciless. I'd like a moment to discuss this with my people. I cannot help you with this at the moment. Let's see. What exactly have they been saying?
Oh, the usual.
Brian Wygar folds his arms.
That they don't enjoy the benefits of their labor, that they are treated too harshly, that they're lazy, my lord. That's all.
All right. There is power and mercy, Lord Brian Wygar. Treat the people fairly, and they'll be happy to work for you. In these matters, it's best to find middle ground. Grant them a few freedoms, so long as they continue to work. Give them some buckaroos, some big bucks. A show of force will knock some sense into them. Here, hire some mercenaries. I have other questions. Normally I would probably go with the middle ground, but since the steward has advised us that this guy is generally like a shit-eater, let's try and tell him to step off. There is power and mercy, Lord Brian Wygar. Treat the people fairly, and they'll be happy to work for you.
It seems a soft approach.
Brian Wygar's nose wrinkles.
They'll think themselves victorious.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have created this whole, situation where it's you against them, huh? Maybe you should have thought about that. Consider it a test of your understanding. You'd do better to speak with your people than to react with violence. Very true. Without people, you've nothing to rule over but rocks and trees. Try showing at least a little respect. You're nothing but a petty, cruel man with more power than he deserves. I like the idea of telling him to show a little respect, but this is also 1 and 2. I'm pretty down with both. Let's go with 2. It's important that he probably understands the language of respect, huh? You gotta show them some respect. You gotta be nice to these people. They're doing some work out there. It's a give and take, right? We're hitting him with the 2. Without people, you've nothing to rule over but rocks and trees. Try showing at least a little respect. Ooh, look, we gain 1 prestige. Brian Wygar frowns, but there's a thoughtful look in his eye.
I'll grant that there's some merit in what you say. Thank you, Lord Lyle, for your time. I'll consider your words while I journey home.
Man, he came all this way on foot? Apparently he didn't even have a horse or a carriage or anything. He just walked all the way out here. And what did I do? I told him to fuck off. Eat it. Oh, man. What if we get a follow-up quest later on? That seems like something that could happen, right? Oh, yeah, look. You were able to talk Lord Brian Wygar from taking violent measures against the peasants. Lord Brian Wygar has left your keep. Finished in 6 days. So it seems like we're going to have a status update in those 6 days. Since we're here, we should camp out, shouldn't we? Good thinking, right? Let's go for towers. Towers are always good. Perception. Who doesn't love a little perception, right? We found this. Oh, sure! What? Jeez. The morning is cold and silent. You are upon the plateau of the birthing bell, and there is no sound, no wind. The sky is a smooth, mortared gray. The forest beneath the plateau, nothing more than a jagged black silhouette. Even the rock, the Adra around you, it feels colder. The sun's warmth bled from it. Against the cold backdrop of the sky, you see the great birthing bell, hanging from its arch of Adra. Oh shit, we've seen an arch of Adra. Its surface is tarnished, and the shadows inside the bell are dark still. It seems to press down upon you, or simply, sadly watching, as if standing above a grave formed from the table of the plateau, and the remains of the mother's womb that now covers its surface. Ugh. And there is something heavy in your hands. It breathes, gurgling, slick, and wet. Yet, that is all it is. You find yourself filled with fear. You don't want to look at what you are holding. You don't want to touch it with your mind. And it is all you can do. All you can do not to cast it from you. Examine what lies in your hands. The mass before you is vacant. Flesh in the shape of a newborn. Bubbles of saliva bunch at the mouth, expelled by its steady gurgling breaths. Its arms, legs, head lolling limp. No thought, no struggle, no desire to cry in protest or pain. There is nothing from within. There is an absence in your hands. Ooh, I like that. Your hands tremble, shake, and the silence is broken as the chimes on your wrists echo with the trembling. And the chimes do not echo in the thoughts of the mass in your hands. There is no soul within to hear it. Reach out with your thoughts. The only emotions blanketing the plateau are the pain of the mother. The child breathes, its heart beats, but it makes no cry. The child feels light, empty. There is no joy in it, no fear, no thoughts at all. Yet in the hollows inside it, it breathes, a thing of habit, not life. You cannot move. Your trembling has subsided, and the birthing chimes on your wrists are as still as the child. The mother is crying, eager to see, begging to see the child. You feel a sudden spike of fear, of being hunted. If you give the child to the mother, you will be blamed, and her anguish and rage shall fall upon you. She will not spare you or anyone you love. Of this you are certain. But you did not cause this. You don't think you caused it. And the mother begs, her arms outstretched. It's very interesting, because of course she would blame the grieving mother, assuming we're in her shoes right now. Because, I mean, the grieving mother is using some sort of magical juju to help with childbirthing, and then the mother would think, oh, what the fuck have you done to my baby? But really, it's the whole Hollowborn bullshit going on in the entire world. Alright, hand her the child. The chimes sound once more as you give the child to its mother. And as the chime fades, there is the eager gleam, the welling of joy, the questioning, and you draw upon it deeply, letting the hope stream into her eyes, letting her ears fill with the cries that you have heard countless times past from other children on the bell. You hear the laughter in the mother's voice, in streams of tears that run down her face, and with a practiced motion, you weave a life that will never be into her eyes and thoughts. She will care for the child as if it were whole until you set her free. She will care for it until you find a way to heal what has happened, until the reality cannot be dispelled anymore. Ooh, that seems fucked up. And still, cradled beneath the weeping woman that birthed it, the child in her arms does not hear the cries of the mother, does not react. It is an empty thing that breathes and carries nothing within it. And the chimes on your wrists lie still. They are bound to you like chains, never to sound inside a newborn's mind ever again. Wake up. Shit! Alright, let's talk to her, dang.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
I had questions for you, yes. Let your mind speak for you. I shall listen past the words. I saw Hollowborn at the birthing bell. The grieving mother's head bows, and she raises her hands, cradling them slowly, so the chimes do not sound as she moves them. You feel a chill in the air, as if the vault of your mind is growing, too large for the thoughts within, and your breath is laced with a chill. To your horror, you hear her breathing, ragged, hacking, but strangely steady, and you can see saliva bunching at the corners of her lips, becoming thick ropes of drool that cast themselves down her chin. Oh my god, that is incredibly descriptive. There is the smell of blood in the air, new, wet, and the salt, sharp tang in your mind. Coupled with this is the smell of sodden undergarments, cloying at your senses. Grab her, shake her, take her shoulder, try and steady her. Are you alright? Let's try and steady her. Stepping forward, your hand falls on her shoulder, and then you feel her begin to fall, rigid as a falling stone, and you place your other hand on her shoulder to steady her. Throughout, there is the horrid, steady breathing. Her clothes are wet. It is as if she is burning with fever beneath her tangled hair and beneath her threadbare robes. As if she is giving birth. With a slow, hissing intake of breath, her head rolls back on her shoulders. Her eyes press tightly together like the lids of a newborn. Yet past the lids you can feel the piercing stare, vacant, cold. Horribly you sense nothing from her, not a thought, like the Hollowborn you held in her memory. You know if you try and pull away now, she will vanish into herself, and vanish from your thoughts, perhaps forever. And you have a terrible feeling that whatever connects the two of you will be cut. She is as helpless before you as a child, and you search your thoughts for a way to coax her to you. Oh shit, we have a cipher check, a perception check, definitely gonna be what we do. Imagine the cries of the newborn from the first memory when you met. Wake up, listen to me, listen to my voice! Share a memory of peace and comfort. Grab the chimes on her wrists. Your soul is strong. You are meant for more than this. Leave her alone. Oh shit, that seems like a terrible decision to leave her alone. Oh my god. Perception check. She jerks slightly before you. Then her head tilts, and the steady breathing breaks, and she gives a racking cry.
I thought it was my doing. I thought that I had stilled it with my thoughts. The child. It was just a child. What was done with it?
She swallows, so dry and rasping, you feel it in your thoughts as you hear it. I do not know. I think you helped give birth to the child, then gave it to the mother. It was a reverse of the previous memory. The child was born dead. You helped give birth to a Hollowborn, yet you made the mother think otherwise. Let's go with 3. That's the most straightforward answer, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with 3 here. You helped give birth to a Hollowborn, yet you made the mother think otherwise. Her breathing is steady again, but there is a life in it where there was not one before, and her emotions are building in her. Apprehension, confusion, welling up. She seems afraid to do more than simply be aware the memory is there.
It was not the last Hollowborn on the birthing bell, and never again did I hear a child's cry.
You have found death within me, one that many women have borne within them. The words swirl with impulses and weight, spiraling around her, and you feel as if you are being dragged into it. I sought to serve women in need, and instead, my hands ushered no new life. What happened next, I bear the responsibility for. What happened next?
The first birth was the deepest, the saddest. Nothing I could do could find the child's spirit, guide it to him.
You feel a strange absence between you, as if your thoughts are being shared across a great distance. The thought bleeds out for a moment, then returns, sharp, near, personal. I could not understand what had happened, what I might have done. I feared No, I could not dwell on that thought. The child was always there, always a reminder of what had happened, a marker. I made her care for it. I made them all care for it, until I could find what I had, what had gone wrong. But, you made her care for it? But the Hollowborn, it wasn't your doing. It happened elsewhere. What happened then? Let's reassure her. It's not your fault. The Hollowborn thing is like this humongous world event that occurred and is horrific.
Little word of the outside world reached us. It was enough time for rage and pain and grief to guide hands. I feared what would happen to the children, what would happen to me. Every mother knows her womb may shed a stillborn, but these cold, soulless creatures, the parents wouldn't have understood, and fear of the unknown breeds violence.
I like how they do have the comparison to like a stillborn child and all that, but also go further and saying like, yeah, this is also, it is comparable, but this is also like a completely separate sort of supernatural fantasy, fantastical sort of event, I guess is what you would call it. An event? I don't know. What happened then?
I held their minds within mine. I shaped and guided them as long as I could. And with each passing day, each new birth, the strain grew. And the more I felt my control slipping, the more I focused my thoughts. Eventually, even I succumbed to the power of my own illusion. I'd woven the threads so tightly that I could no longer see through them.
Oh, man, geez, this is really weirdly inconsistent with the voice acting. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Budgets, right? And then one morning, I heard funeral bells tolling in the village. The sounds of wailing rose through the mists. A mother had died, her mind so focused on the care of her hollow-born child that she'd neglected to even feed herself. And with that, the illusion broke. The townsfolk saw their hollow-born the way they were, not the way I'd wished them to see. Oh my god, that is fucked. An entire village of... Oh my god. That is horrific. Jesus Christ, that is dark as hell. By the end of the day, they'd begun to look at me differently too. I did not understand what had happened, but I knew enough to flee. And every suspicion that surfaced, every faded memory of what I'd done, I pressed it down, tucked it away. She feels cold, lonely, rigid. My skill failed me, but I did what was necessary. I regret the mother's death, but how much worse would it have been had I not acted? I still think it's not a good idea for her to, like, remove their choice of their own reaction, you know? Like, they should be able to choose how they want to handle the situation, being as, you know, it's their kid, right? I understand you had to defend yourself. Protecting innocent lives is worth any price. You inflicted your will on the townspeople. That was wrong. There were other ways. You could have sought outside aid for the children, or fled if you'd feared for yourself. I want to reiterate on her that using her like cipher ability to essentially inflict her own will on the townspeople is pretty fucked. You inflicted your will on the townspeople. That was wrong.
They would have killed the children. I had no choice. The matter was too great to seek permission, so I made them believe their children lived whole and healthy, until there were too many children, and the protection crumbled.
The right thing is not always easy, and yet, if we can redeem the lost children of the Deerwood, our struggle will be worth it. To rule another like that, even for mercy, is wrong. We must accept that there are some things we cannot control. I no longer wish for you to travel with... Oh, shit! Holy hell. Man, this is some heavy shit. Oh my god, I'm glad we've got her along. She's got a really heavy, like, storyline here. Oh my good lord. Let's continue down this path. To rule another like that, even for mercy, is wrong. We must accept that there are some things we cannot control. The grieving mother's mind is silent and still for several moments. She lets your words wash over her, seeping into the cracks in her own thoughts.
My actions only caused more misery. Worse, I took from an entire village, made them as empty and helpless as the children I sought to protect. But what then? Is it better to stand by in the face of tragedy, to let it wash over the world a hungry tide?
Life is often painful. You can't will it otherwise. Sometimes, if your actions would only make it worse. Forcing your will on others is an injustice. How could anything but tragedy come from it? The world has a way of righting itself eventually. You must let it do so. I like to think of myself as a bit of a naive optimist. Like, you know what? I think, I go by the whole history is a rising road. Things may seem bad, but you know what? I feel like we're always going to be slowly getting better. So the world has a way of righting itself eventually. You must let it do so.
My hands have always been quick to guide, Watcher, to draw a child from the womb, to ease a mother's pain. It is not my way to stand aside.
Right, I get you.
The ebb and flow of birthing pains is as the turning of the wheel. A new birth, a new chance, a new life. Once this ill has run its course, perhaps this is where our hopes must lie. Your words have soothed my mind in ways I did not expect. I thank you, Watcher, for the gift of your sight, for using it to guide me out of the prison of my mind. Let us hope it can also free you from the illusions Theos has woven around you.
Wow. Let's see what this says. No matter her reasons, the Grieving Mother was wrong to manipulate the villagers, and I think she understood that. I explained that controlling others is a grievous wrong, even in the face of tragedy like the legacy. Some things must take their natural course. Oh yeah, we completed it. Man!
Ready when you
Who
are.
would have thought coming out here for Lord... what's-his-name? We'd be faced with all this heavy shit. Good lord. I guess that's Grieving Mother's questline completed, right? Man, maybe we should consider... Gosh, but she's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe once we finish this act, we will, when we're going back to Stalwart and all that, to finish up all those quests with, you know, the Bleak Watchers, all that jibber-jabber up there, we'll pull out all of our underused companions and try our best to get their storylines completed. We may not get them all, but at least so far, I think we've got the important ones. I mean, the ones who I really care about have been in our group. I mean, I don't know. There's a few who I wish I could still keep with me. We've said this before. It's the trouble of games with big party size, or lots of party members. And sometimes, well, a lot of the party members are pretty cool, and you want them all with you. But you can't always get it, huh? Nonetheless, I guess we'll head on back to Northweald once this fucking forever long loading screen is done. My god, I don't know how much more dead air I can fill here. My good god.
This
all right, here we
place,
go.
as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
Yeah?
Man, she just loves babies, all right? A little creepy. I mean, she is Mama Sad. She wouldn't be Mama Sad without being just a little bit creepy. All right, let's head on out of here. Let's see. Accept. And I'm tempted to go back to Raedric's Hold, but no. We'll finish up Northweald stuff. Let's head on out there directly. This is our first time setting foot here, right? I'm not misremembering that. Now, we will hold off on going up to the temple, as we've said before, because we don't want to go up there and face off with the dragon just yet. I feel like we should save that. At least, maybe once we're level cap or something like that? I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe we should do it ASAP, so we can get some sort of material from it. Is that the material that we need? I mean, we're assuming, right? Oh, look. Our curtain thing. Oh, look! Saint Ifan's knot! Oh, right, this is what we sent Kana on. Miraculous knot that the faithless could not untie. Daring burglary cleaned out the myriad precious relics in the Smith's Hall of Emergal, where each treasure once stood. A string was tied, each leading back to an intricate knot in the center of the temple. Man, I would love to have seen that. The burglar left a tantalizing clue in the form of a written prayer to Saint Ifan, but the riddle has stumped the locals. Desperate to recover their artifacts, the priests have reached out to mercenaries and adventurers for help. Right, Kana had to fight the Riddler. In Emergal, Kana met with the priests of Abidan to discuss the mystery of who had stolen the Smith's Hall artifacts and for what purpose. During the investigation, a quirky priest of Whale lent the group his bizarre form of help answers to the thief's riddles posed as different riddles. After tracking down each stolen artifact through a series of additional clues, Kana and the priest of Abaddon realized that the priest of Whale was the thief. Very pleased with himself, he had no objection to being captured and sent to the Earl of Emer for punishment. When Kana left the priests of Abaddon, they were still trying to determine the point of the theft. He really was like the Riddler, huh? Ethan's Cradle, what's it do? Beneficial effects suspended for 20 seconds on enemies. Skeins of magical energy entangle enemies in the area of effect, binding up beneficial effects for the duration. It's okay. Let's see. Mercy at the mercy of the tribes. Find the Deerwooden expedition by the Pilgrim's Camp Inn. All right. Hunter brother, search for Fjorm's fate. Okay. Man, a lot of things up here, huh? Should we track one specifically? No. Sure, let's do this one. Find the Deerwooden expedition at the Pilgrim's Camp in the Northweald Wilderness. I've arrived at the Northweald Wilderness, where Chwyneth's expedition should be making camp beside the Pilgrim's Trail leading to Helia's Temple. I am to warn them that Glonfathen's scouts are on their trail.
Ready when you are.
All right. Shh. Let's have a look around. It's sort of like in the morning hours. Oh, look, there's a beautiful stream here. There's probably some vicious stelgar. Look, a whole bunch of boars. I'm down with that. Having a bit of a boar party out here. I don't know if I would ever eat a boar. No, I would eat a boar if I had to. Maybe it tastes good. I don't know. I like how I see an animal, I'm like, would I eat this? Oh shit, it's her! It's Chwyneth! What do you have to say? Over here, hurry! Let's quicksave in case we fuck something up royally. I mean, really, we should have quicksaved before we talked to Mama Sad, but I completely forgot that she often has some really deep and heavy shit to talk to us about. Anyway, Chwyneth! If that is how you pronounce your name. Chwyneth hides in the tall underbrush. Twigs poke out of her hair. Chunks of dried mud cling waist-high to her leather leggings. Quiet. Keep low. Take a look. She points up to the ridge. My friends are up there, over the lip of the hill. What's going on? The fangs must have caught the scent and rushed the group. She begins to run her gloved fingers over her hair and stops. The pressure snaps one of the twigs stuck on her black curls. Some of my friends are still alive, but the fangs have them surrounded. The expedition. Chwyneth brings her hand back to the pommel of her estak, or what remains of it, has taken cover in some ruins above these cliffs. The fangs must be toying with them, or letting them starve a bit before the next attack. We need to act, or they're as good as dead. How did the fangs get here? Chwyneth looks down to her feet, shaking her head slowly. I cut a decoy path, set false campfires, and dusted over every footprint I could find. It didn't slow them much. All right, I'll see what I can do. Chwyneth nods. Maybe you can find a way around the fangs. There's got to be another way up to that ridge. She wipes away the sweat from her brow, her glove leaving behind a dirty smudge. You aren't dressed like my men. Perhaps you could try talking to the fangs. They might not think you're with us. She grabs your hand, squeezing it. Please, help! I already have enough friends to bury. Chwyneth releases your hand and crouches down into the vegetation, blending back into the brush. I think it could be worthwhile for us to do a direct approach here, right? I mean, we're on good terms with the fangs, right? After all of our quests in there with the beasts, the big beast dispute.
Ready when you are.
Let's try a direct approach. We've quick-saved. We're going in headlong, right? We can talk our way out of it or something. Pretty big map, it's got to be said. Alright, here they are. Who should we talk to? The Brightblood?
What brings you here?
An elven woman stands beside a stag, petting the great beast on its neck. As you approach, the animal jerks its head in your direction and rears up. Stillness, the woman orders the stag, pulling on the skin of the stag's neck until it ceases to buck. Easy now. No need to fight. Yet. Ooh, I'm real scared of a stag. I don't know if you know this, but I was fighting giant bears and giant lionesses. She turns to face you. One ear is missing its top half, and many battle scars raise her otherwise smooth skin. More foreigners, more unclean feet trampling on our lands, more blood to feed the trees. She shakes her head. You should not be here, Estremor. Her hand moves to one of several blades strapped to her hips. If you are here in our lands, it is either to steal from us or to aid those who would. She gestures to the north, at the ruins of Engwithan buildings protruding from the underbrush. Deerwooden mercenaries, looters. Can you hear their panicked whispers? Leave this place at once, or we will kill you when we finish with these Estremorwen. I'm a friend of Erglonfath. I'm not with any Deerwooden mercenaries. I realize we all look the same, but I think you are mistaken. We'll settle this now. Let's see if we can push the friend angle. She holds her gaze on you. The great stag stomps its front hooves on the ground and turns to its master. Do you speak the truth, foreigner? If you are indeed a friend, you would respect our lands and not defile our soil with your trespass. The woman clenches her jaw. Its muscles quiver under the pressure, until, suddenly, calm returns to her expression. If you have no bonds of kin or kith with the looters, I will give you a chance to prove it. She draws one of her swords, and with a swift, arching motion, points it to the ruins beyond. The invaders must be purged from our lands. Prove your worth, and we will believe your words. Tell me about these mercenaries. Raiders, looters, same as all the other Deerwooden thieves that pillage our lands. The woman touches the oblique stub, where half of her ear used to be. We tracked the Deerwoodens from their first step beyond the great river, and waited for them to err. They always do. We claimed half their pack in our first assault. The cowards that ran now huddled to the north. When the wind turns, you will smell their fear. Oh man, did they shit their pants and we're gonna sniff it? Alright. If they surrender, will you let them live? Oh shit. Uh-oh. Maybe we should have come back when we had a better rating. Softness such as yours will not bring them to heel. Their greed knows no bounds. Their memory honors no history. What use have we of prisoners? What example do we set to others by letting them live? She shakes her head. Why would we forgive again? Can we quick load? Yeah. I want to come back to this when we have the positive reputation with them. We're probably at 1 or 2 already. And we've done a few things around Twin Elms. And we're definitely on the path to do more. We're definitely going to do it. So why shoot ourselves in the foot here? Let's get that done, and then we'll come back to help old Chinweth. Chinweth! Or however you pronounce her name. I have no idea. That way we'll probably be able to get them out free and not have a big, sort of dispute. A big angry battle between them all. Solve it peacefully. We'll have to check once we get through with this, forever loading screen. Loading screen that will not end. Hopefully in the sequel they found a way to to fix this. I don't know. Jesus. The longer we play the game, the longer the loading screens get. My God. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What else do we have to do in Northweald? There was some pilgrim camp or some such, right? Let's see. Finally back in. Let's check our reputations here. Twin Elms. I don't know. Faintly good? We're an ally. Maybe that means we have 1 point. So we would go faintly, moderately, and then overwhelmingly. Or somewhat. I don't know. I do not know. Nonetheless, let's go a different path. Let's see. What other quests do we have up here? Let's see. Helios Temple, Champion of Barath. Hunter Brother. Oh, yeah. Search the Northweald for clues to Fiorm's fate. I've arrived to the Northweald? It is here where Fjorm and Arthwin journeyed to hunt a fable. Oh, right. And they think that there's some bullshit going on between the lower tribes and all that. Yeah. Radai believes that Arthwin, a member of a lower tribe, is lying for his own gain. All right. And we predicted
Ready when you are.
that everything is as it appears and there's no deception. We're going to have to break some harsh news to this guy.
Secrets whisper here.
But hey,
I
who
shall
knows?
listen for them.
Maybe it'll go well for him. All right. Sneak around through the night, right? Maybe we'll uncover some hidden loot. Hidden inside of these ferns. I don't know. Oh, shit. Maybe we should have not just come up in the middle here. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's do this in a more organized manner. We'll clear the map how we usually do. From one side to another, we'll do like a wiping motion.
Nice and quiet.
Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Oh, some wolves have done some disgusting shit. Alright, let's haul back here. Alright, and send old Eder in. There you go, Eder. You know what to do. Oh man, is that... What if that's him? Shields up, Eder. Let's see. Prime and knockdown Aloth. Mama Sad, unload into that wolf. Let's see. I will do a shadow step onto Pallegina, and Pallegina herself will nuke this wolf leader. Endurance. Let's see. Give us a buff debuff thing here. Why not? Always good. There we are. I have shadow stepped, and let's see. I'm ready. Oh man, Pallegina nuked the crap out of that wolf. All right. Let's gun for this one in the back. And Mama Sad. Let's see. What can you do? Do you just want to do a regular ass screaming skull? That could be good. There, let's do it on that wolf in the front.
My mind feels...
And Pallegina, you come on up here and thwack that wolf. There we are. I'll swap guns. And let's see. Let's shoot... we could probably finish off this wolf right here. Let's go for it. Endurance, give us another buff. And Aloth, let's see. Lay down some cold in the back.
How may I help?
I'm
There we go. Pallegina, do another thwack. Oh shit, man. Eder fucking finished him off. Good job, Eder. Alright, shit. I guess we'll just have you guys swap to range because the cold's about to come in. There we go.
Okay.
Endurance, may as well debuff him.
What?
Why not? And I will shoot this one.
Say
back
the
there.
word.
Gotcha.
Gonna be weird trying to get an angle on this thing. Shit, coming around
That's
the rear.
how it's done.
Alright, swap him back. We owned him. Alright, swap back the weapons. Ooh, look at their little meats dancing. Alright, bunch of wolf hide. Taking it. Tracks, long and shallow, head east. They're spackled with blood. Alright, who is this
Keep
dead
an
guy?
eye out.
Is he one of the guys we're looking for? Arrows crude and fletched with bright feathers protrude from the corpse. It's just a guy, I guess. Fair enough. Anything else up here?
I wonder
There we
what
go.
This is.
We sneak and we get rewarded with a potion of of going fast. A potion of going fast. What have we in here? Campfire thing, golden duke, some golden ducks. The inscription on this altar, almost unreadable under a layer of thick moss, pay homage to Helia. Alright. I don't know if it was worth it for us to come through here. We got those potions, which I guess may pay off later. If, difficulty continues to go up. Maybe when we fight the dragon? I don't know. I mean, after that fight with those wolves, I feel like we could take on the dragon. Wolf to dragon? Easy. That's no jump at all. Oh, look. Some bears are up here. Let's tango with some bears. Alright, Eder. You know what to do. There we go. Shields up, Eder. And let's have... Oh, man, there's an ancient bear. Let's nuke down this regular-ass bear. Pallegina might be able to blast it. Let's see. Let's also have Aloth do a knockdown right there. Let's see. Buff us up with a standard-ass buff. And I will warp on up here to Pallegina. And Mama Sad, you break stealth and do a scream at this regular-ass bear. There we go. And let's see. Durance, lay down some buff debuff. Right there, that's fine. And let's see, I'll move up into the buff debuff section. And let's see, I'll be on that Elder Bear. I'll see if I can't do some business to that guy. Let's see, Pallegina, get up in there and thwack that young bear. There we go. Turned him into meat. Let's see.
Mow it.
Let's just have everyone get on this one. Look, we don't even need to pause time. Who needs it? Not us. Oh, shit. There we go.
This fight is mine!
Sometimes I wonder if Alos' little charm on hit is worth it. I mean, it's definitely worth it. When we're in tough fights, it has definitely come in handy before. Alright, let's continue snaking our way through the wilds. Oh my gosh! How fucking majestic! It's an elder antelope! Wow. Can we talk to it? No. What game was it where you could talk to animals? There was like a perk that let you talk to animals. No, not just any game, but like a CRPG. It may have been Divinity Original Sin, the first one. I haven't played the second one yet. Definitely on the to-do list. It sounds like it's fucking incredible. Oh, and a dragon. Alright. Let's tango with this fool. Let's quick save just in case it's actually a humongous pull. I mean, even if it were, we get CC forever, right? Alright, Eder. Have you go out. You know what to do. Oh, shit, look, it's a big old beetle. Alright. Shields up, Eder. And Aloth, you, let's see, you bring down some slickin' action. Break stealth, of course. And then slickin'.
Yes.
Let's see, Aloth come up over here. And let's see, let's have Durance do a standard buff, because we don't know where they're going to land, where these enemies are going to come in at.
Mow it.
Let's see, Pallegina, let's nuke the Adragon. We want that thing down ASAP. Do a skull scream. And let's see, I will warp on up to Eder.
Dixie.
There we are. And fire away.
Anna.
Swap guns. Let's see, what's her health at? It's hard to make out. Near death. Okay. I'll put a dot on a beetle. Looks like there's a fucking lot of them, huh? Alright, Durance going up. Oh, shit. That's not Durance either. Fuck me, it's happening again. It's happening!
You
There we
should
go.
run!
Send that shit down. Pallegina, you need to get in there. Let's see, thwack that dude. And Durance, that's actually you this time. You come up and give us some buff debuff action back here.
Mow it.
That shit we love. Alright, and move up there. And Aloth, let's see, lay down some cold back here. Yeah. Look at this. Aloth is casting up so much shit you can hear him twice. Let's see. Mama said, lay down another psionic scream back here. Here, try and hit that one. That'll get a bunch of them. There we go. And let's see. What am I up to? Let's see if we can't... Let's do a finishing blow on this Adragon.
Say the word.
Let's see. Let's swap back to the Dulcanale. And let's see. Maybe we should target one of these beetles again. Let's target the Yadra beetle back there. Because I think this Adragon's going to die from a dot. Alright, Pallegina. Hit right there. And let's see. I think we're good to go. We could do a debuff. Help out Alos damage. Right. Speaking of Alos damage, let's have him do a freeze flame. And let's see. We could have Durance move up a little bit more. And lay down one of these. There we go. Oh, look, one of us got CC'd. Oh, Grieving Mother did. Okay, well, Pallegina, you know what to do. Just hit her in the head a little bit. You could also activate this. Maybe do that. That seems like a safe bet. AoE. There we go. Nice. God, that ability is very useful. Alright, we're sending the melee in like some kind of fool. And look, Grieving Mother went up there as well. Do an old swapperoonie there. Alright. Let's see, Aloth, do you have any more hell you can rain down? Yeah, you can debuff them. That's always good. Let's see. Let's have Durance move up a little bit. And let's see. I guess I could shoot one of these dudes. Let's shoot the Adragon
say the word.
with a blinding shot. There we go. Man, iced him big time. Alright, good. Let's see. Pallegina, maybe you be on that one right there. There you go. Ooh, look, it's crawling under the ground. I mean, I guess that's to be expected. They aren't as annoying as the ghosts, though.
Watch your fire!
I guess because they don't do it as often? I don't know. Look, Pallegina's having some fucking trouble there. Oh, Pallegina, be careful. I don't know what you're doing, but it's freaking everybody out in the group. Oh, no.
Ready when you are.
There we are. Let's get all the ranged on this thing.
My mind feels...
There we are. Nice.
Just say the word.
All right.
Be more
Loot all
careful.
this. Anything here? Is this another ruin that we need to come back and investigate later? It looks like, oh man, look at that. What have we got here? Some treasures. Oh, there's one of these crystals that we've seen before, huh? Torque of the Falcon's Eyes. Oh, this is generic amulet sort of info. Alright, what does this say? The clouds above the cliffs of the North Weald reflect on the iridescent surface of this pillar of Adra. A pillar of eternity, you might say. I wonder if this plateau up here is where the birthing bell is, you know? The Temple of Helia looks a little bit like a plateau. And this is the forest down here? I don't know. Maybe we'll never go to the location that the Grieving Mother described. Maybe it's too far away. I can't remember if she actually gave us like a geographic location. Anyways, we'll grab all this. And I suppose when next we come back, we will investigate these ruins here. We might go up into them, or maybe we'll continue looking around Northweald. You know what? Nah, next time we come back, we're going inside these ruins. Worst case scenario, we turn around because there's some spooky thing in there, or it's for a big quest. I don't know. I'm curious to see what's inside, though, nonetheless. Till next time, peace.